Hello friends, I hope all are doing well. Today I would like to talk on India and USA. USA, we are to India for 30 days purchase crude oil from the Russia. But why? Because there has lot of reason. During rising dialogue, which has started from 5th March 2026 to 7th March 2026. Both countries lead a negotiation about the trade, and there has raising point by India's commercial minister about Central and Middle Asian conflict which has escalation. It will affect on the price of crude oil and other product. Thereon, there is solution mentioned by the leader of USA Commercial Minister and Treasury Minister that India has waived 30 days purchasing crude oil from Russia. Russia has Vladivostok port which has located to east side of Russia. Through that port, Russian vessel called in the basic word ship bring all crude oil and product through direct enter and skip the Philippines through the state of Malacca enter in the Indian Ocean. So USA say India will purchase crude oil from Russia because it's a necessary to maintain the price of crude oil. USA has command on Venezuela's crude oil factories. The oil resources of USA has availed because USA plan successfully did the ambition of him that control on Venezuela because Venezuela has a reserve in second to fourth number in the global index. And USA has focused on Iran. Due to all Gulf nation remain Iran has limited reserve of crude oil. But Iran is one of the country who's control the oil price of the global. So that reason the conflict escalation if Iran choke the Strait of Hormuz, it will affect on global crude oil price. So that reason India is 1.4 billion, that means first ranking global population country in world. It's a sign big market for the crude oil. Each and every person use their vehicle and they require petrol, diesel and other things. LPG also. LPG's price will increase 7% in upcoming a week. So that is the USA give a solution during rising dialogue. India will give crude oil from Russia. There has other thing also. Why USA mentioned their 30 days? Because USA has a planned that conflict which has escalation in Gulf around the Gulf nation. It will end within 30 days. First sign, second sign. USA has a fear from the Russia because Russia also has veto power and USA. When two veto power country fight each other, so that time they use their nuclear bomb. Thereon, recently USA has GDP 30.1 trillion US dollar around. That means it has obtained the first ranking in the global index. And if Russia attacked nuclear power on the USS, thereon USA will destroy it because USA terrain not a big compare with US, compare with Russia. So in the Asia there has two countries whose has a veto power, China and Russia. There has communist government and USA decline and fight against both countries like a proxy war. So that reason USA has a fear. So USA think if I not allow India to buying crude oil from the Russia, their own Russia will enter in that war and Russia fire nuclear missile because Russia has a well defense system. There has S-400, S-500 missile system, and India and USA has a range of 60,000 kilometer. It's the distance between India and USA, and India has those types of the missile. Russia has more than 20,000 kilometer missile range. So that is the USA has a fear. If China and Russia enter in that war, it's called World War III. But India will not enter. India will give this back support. So India's well relationship with China, Russia, USA, Israel, and Iran also. Because India already invested money more than 200 billion US dollar for IMAC. It's called International Northeast Economic Corridor, which has started from the Mumbai port to enter in the Chabahar port through the sea route, Chabahar port to the Caspian Sea through the mainland route of the Iran through the rail and route. There on its enter in the north side of the Caspian Sea through the sea route again and a route through Afghanistan enter and around Caspian Sea country. India doing a trade through that route. So that reason India has a well relationship with Iran and Iran leader favorable with India. So that reason USA need to maintain relationship with the India because Indian people mostly stay in the USA. And USA's all agriculture product has bring from the India. So that reason USA has a need to build relationship with India. In rising dialogue, India and USA signed an agreement deal about more than 500 billion US dollar trade a year. It's ambition of the both countries because India's aim 30 trillion US dollar GDP will reach by 2047. So that reason India gives sign to the all countries. I haven't interest entering the any country war, but any country when enter in India has illegally activities through the terrorist activity and infiltration, those types of activity when happen, so that time India give reply to that country. So India send a message to the all world, I have an interest in the war because I have the aim. I commitment with myself reaching 30 trillion US dollar GDP by 2047. When a people, a country, commitment with themselves about their aim, thereon neither any countries fight with that country because aim is decided. Here is a live example. You know about that the Asian conflict which has arisen. So China and Russia also think need to maintain relationship with India because China has discuss and negotiation with Indian leader about how build relationship because China know USA has so close with India. USA has a so close negotiation geopolitically with India because India is one of the country which has reduced the trade 50% to the 80%. India has 18% tax tariff, but China and Vietnam those has competitive country with India. So in Asian continent, there has a country which has tariff only 18%. So that reason they're shown the sign India's relationship with the USA as well. I would like to conclude the topic. India and USA has well relationship because in present scenario, money, economy, and treasury it's important for a people and also the country. It's important for us. You know, in Europe continent, there has Switzerland country who's often the first ranking in global innovative index. That means European continent, approximately 7 to 8 countries has in the first 10 countries ranking. China obtained a 10 ranking in Global Innovation Index and India has a 38. India will reach to there under the 10 ranking. India they spent 76 billion US dollar every year for research and development, but China they spend more than 450 billion US dollar every year on the research and development. India will also do there. So that is an India need to maintain the gap of the youngster about their education. So India will need to focus to there about the technology. And February 2026, which has held a summit artificial intelligence in New Delhi. It given sign to the all citizens of the India and youth and youngster of the India. The government of India will need and say to the all citizen focused on the education and personal life. So thank you so much friends who are listening and watching this video. I hope that information is important for your upcoming examination.